Hello everyone and welcome to Anka's Kitchen. Today I want to inspire you to make a delicious and elegant raspberry poppy seed mousse cake that is perfect for this season, and it will amaze you with its wonderful taste and beautiful look. So let's get started. We start with a poppy seed sponge cake, but first we preheat the oven to the internal temperature of 338 degrees Fahrenheit or 170 degrees Celsius. The ingredients we need for the poppy seed cake are flour, salted butter, sugar, eggs, honey, baking powder, lemon zest, and poppy seeds. First, we place the eggs into the mixing bowl. We add the sugar and we start mixing on medium speed. We combine the flour and the baking powder, and we set the bowl aside. Once the eggs and sugar are combined, we add the honey, and we continue to whip on medium to high speed till the mixture turns fluffy, light in color, and increases in volume. Next, we toast the poppy seeds in a frying pan on low to medium heat, and we keep moving the pan to make sure they don't get burned. Once the seeds turn a little darker, we remove them from the heat. We place the poppy seeds into a mixing bowl. We melt the butter between 50 and 60 degrees Celsius. Then we add the lemon zest to the butter and we mix them. Then we add the butter mixture to the poppy seeds and we mix and we set them aside. The egg mixture is ready. It increased in volume, it's lighter in color, and we can know it's done when we try to form a shape. If it doesn't sink immediately, it's done. Now we start adding the flour and baking powder in 3 parts. We sift a third of the dry ingredient, and we fold them in gently to combine. We add another third of the dry ingredient, and we mix them gently. We add the last part of the dry ingredient, and we fold gently. Lastly, we add a fourth of the batter to the butter mixture and we mix till the mixture is homogeneous. Then we add the mixture to the batter and we fold in gently to combine. The batter is now ready, it's smooth and glossy. We pour the batter in 2 cake rings that I lined with aluminum foil, and we pour half of the batter into each ring. Now we can bake them in the preheated oven for 14 minutes or until golden brown. The cakes are ready. We check for doneness inserting a toothpick. If it comes out clean, the cakes are well baked. We allow the cakes to cool completely, approximately 1 hour. Once they're cool, we remove the aluminum foil slowly and we slide a knife between the mold and the cake and we remove the cake from the ring. We cut the top of the cake using a serrated knife. In order to get a straight cut, we cut slowly, going around, holding the knife at the same angle and slowly going deeper till we can remove the top. We set the cake on a board covered with parchment paper and we prepare an adjustable ring. We place acetate tape inside the cake ring and we can secure it with a little bit of water. We place the cake ring over the cake and we adjust it to fit tight around the cake. We cover the cake with cling film and we place it into the fridge for 1 hour while we make the mousse. For the raspberry mousse, we need the following ingredients: raspberry puree, sugar, egg white powder, glucose syrup, raspberry puree, gelatin mass, and cold whipping cream that we keep in the fridge for now. We take the smaller part of the raspberry puree and we place it into the mixing bowl. Then we add the egg white powder and we mix to combine. We allow the egg white powder to hydrate for 30 minutes, so we set the bowl aside. After 30 minutes, we add the glucose syrup. We also add the sugar. We place the bowl on a double boiler on low heat and we mix continuously till the mixture reaches 60 degrees Celsius. Then we remove from the heat and we start whipping on medium to high speed till it increases in volume. In the meantime, we take out of the fridge the whipping cream and we place it into a mixing bowl and we whip on medium speed till it increases in volume and it's creamy but not stable. We place the whipped cream in the fridge. We place a fourth of the raspberry puree in a saucepan and we add the gelatin mass and we place them on medium heat to melt the gelatin. We add the mixture of the raspberry puree and the melted gelatin to the remaining raspberry puree and we mix to combine. The meringue is ready. It increased in volume, it's creamy with soft peaks. Now we add a fourth of the meringue to the puree and we mix to combine. Then we add the puree to the meringue and we mix gently to combine. Lastly, we take out of the fridge the whipped cream and we add it in 2 parts and we mix to combine. The mousse is ready. It's a beautiful color, it's smooth and creamy. We take the cake out of the fridge and we remove the cling film and we pour the mousse over the cake. We smooth out the surface with a bent spoon. Then we cover with cling film and we place it into the freezer for 1 hour while we make the raspberry compote. For the raspberry compote, the ingredients we need are raspberry puree, sugar, cornstarch, honey, raspberries, lemon juice, and gelatin mass. We place the raspberry puree in a saucepan. We add the honey and we add the lemon juice. We combine the sugar and the cornstarch. We place the saucepan on medium heat and once it reaches 35 to 40 degrees Celsius, we start adding the sugar and cornstarch while mixing constantly. When the mixture reaches 60 degrees Celsius, we add the raspberries and we continue to mix. Once it starts to boil, we cook it for 1 more minute and then we remove it from the heat. We add the gelatin mass and we mix till the gelatin melts. The compote is now ready, it's smooth and glossy. We take the cake out of the freezer, we remove the cling film, and we pour the compote over the mousse. We spread it gently over the mousse, trying to even the surface. We allow the compote to cool for 10 minutes, then we cover it with cling film, and we place it back into the fridge overnight or for at least 6 hours. You can also freeze the cake and defrost it in the fridge before decorating. After 6 hours, we take the cake out of the fridge. We remove the cling film, We also remove the cake ring, and then gently we remove the acetate tape. We can already see the amazing texture of this cake. Now we are ready to decorate. You can decorate it to your liking. I decorate with Chantilly Cream, fresh raspberries, mint leaves, and lemon zest. If you would like to decorate like I did, I will leave the link to my video in which I show you how to make the Chantilly Cream on my ASMR Anka's Kitchen channel, and I will also leave the link to my video in which I show you how to make gelatin mass, which I use in almost all my recipes. And voila! Here is our raspberry poppy seed mousse cake. What do you guys think? Let's cut it and see how it looks inside. It looks so delicious. Let's taste it. This cake is so delicious, it just melts in the mouth. It's so creamy but so refreshing at the same time, so rich in raspberry flavor, and I also enjoy the poppy seeds. They add so much texture to the cake. You guys will love it. Try my recipe and let me know in the comments how it turned out for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave me a like and subscribe to my channel if you didn't do so yet. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye!